Okay. Then we're gonna take a little break so Porky Pig can rap battle no one. Sure, that may as well happen. It's gonna. It's a
What's going on, my golden people? Today we're going to be reacting to Pitch Meeting Space Jam 2 A New Legacy versus Space Jam, and we're going to be asking who did this movie better, LeBron James or Michael Jordan? I have two important things to say before I start this video. The first one, if you're new, welcome. What we do here is everything new with gaming, movies, and funny reaction videos. The second thing is Ryan George has collaborated with Pixel Empire, and they have their own poster as you see here. And if you're a fan of Ryan George or you react to his videos just like me, you should definitely buy this poster because it's for a good cause. I'll link the original video where Ryan can explain it for himself in that video down below. Ryan George is one of my favorite YouTubers to react to, and I know a lot of you who react to Ryan George videos look to my videos for inspiration and DM me a lot of times asking for advice. And I would definitely advise everyone who reacts to his videos to definitely get the poster, and if you're just a big fan, definitely get the poster because it's for a good cause. As you can see here, I already got mine. I didn't waste any time. Thank you Screen Rant, and thank you Ryan George for doing pitch meetings and keeping everybody entertained for all these years. So let's get inside this funny reaction video.
So, you have a 90s movie for me? Weird of you to specify the decade, but yes sir, I do. Amazing. So what's it about? Well, you remember a couple of years ago there was an Air Jordan commercial featuring Michael Jordan and Bugs Bunny? Of course, that was super popular. Right, so I was thinking, you know, let's do that. A movie based on a shoe commercial? Yeah. I love it already. So what happens in this thing? Well, we're gonna start with Michael Jordan when he was a kid. Oh, is that gonna be important to the film moving forward? Not really, no. Then we're gonna jump forward in time and he's gonna retire from the NBA to play baseball. That is a thing that happened. Then we're gonna fly off into space and meet these aliens that run a theme park called Moron Mountain. Okay. And things aren't going so well business-wise, so they need to figure out a way to attract new customers. Do they start by changing the name from Moron Mountain to something else? No, they decide, you know, to enslave the Looney Tunes. Oh, that works too. Okay. So then these little bug aliens head down to Earth to pick up their new slaves. Okay, so the Looney Tunes live on Earth? Of course, they live in the Earth's core, you idiot. So the center of the Earth is a cartoon. Yep, and please don't overthink this. Okay, so anyway, the bugs go see bugs. Oh, the bugs go see other bugs? No, they go see Bugs Bunny. That makes more sense. This is why you're the writer. And they're like, you know, come with us. You're gonna be slaves now. Yikes, so the Looney Tunes must freak out. Yeah, but then Bugs Bunny scribbles a note in a fake rule book, and it says they need to give them a chance to defend themselves. And that works? Yeah, the little aliens are like, oh man, if it's in the rule book, we have to listen. So if that works, why doesn't Bugs just write another rule saying that they're not allowed to enslave them? Because the movie has to happen. Oh, okay, right. So then the Looney Tunes meet and they're like, okay, these aliens are small, they can't jump, we should challenge them to a basketball game. Feels like track and field might have been more appropriate. Don't they have the Road Runner? Listen, do you want Michael Jordan in this or not? Yeah, I do. So they're gonna challenge the aliens to basketball. Well, okay then. So the aliens accept the challenge, and then we find out they don't even know what basketball is. Oh wow, well sounds like the Looney Tunes made a good choice then. Well, not so fast, because the aliens are gonna bring this magic basketball they brought with them, and they're gonna go steal the talent out of some NBA players. Wait, didn't you just say they didn't know what basketball was? Yeah. Then why would they have a magic basketball with them? I don't know. Fair enough. So then the aliens absorb the stolen talent from the NBA players, and that turns them into these giant pro basketball aliens called the Monstars. So did the NBA players turn tiny? No, they stayed the same size. What are you talking about? So why would stealing their talent change their size in any way? Do you really expect me to have an answer to that? No, I guess not. Good, because I absolutely don't. So anyway, I imagine Bugs Bunny will add another note in the rule book saying that stealing talent isn't allowed. He will not. Why not? Because that was just a one-time plot device. Please forget about it forever and get off my back. Well, okay, I'll get off of that thing. Anyway, so then the Looney Tunes are gonna figure out that their only hope of winning is to get some help. So they go get Michael Jordan. Wow. Yeah, so Bugs Bunny pulls him into a golf hole while he's out golfing with his assistants Stan and Bill Murray and Larry Bird. Oh my god, they must freak out. No, Larry Bird and Bill Murray just take off. They're like, yeah, we feel bad, but it's time to go. That's their reaction connection to Michael Jordan being sucked into a hole in the ground? Yeah, because if two high-profile individuals freak out about this, then I need to continue that story thread in some way. Right, maybe they get the press involved? That sounds really interesting. It sounds like a lot of work. Oh, and you don't feel like working? Hell no. Okay, that's okay. So they just leave? They just go. Okay. So then Michael Jordan meets the Looney Tunes and they're like, you need to help us win a basketball game against some aliens. Wow, he must be losing his mind. It's gonna be tough to convince him to play. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, because first of all, he is barely fazed that he's suddenly in a cartoon world at the center of the earth and that aliens exist. Oh, he's pretty calm. Incredibly calm. His one thing is that he's like, guys, I play baseball now, not basketball. That's what he sticks on in this situation. Yeah, but then he's gonna get over that, you know, pretty much immediately. Wow, that was easy. Sure was. So what other basketball players do they recruit? What? Well, I mean, if they're allowed to have Michael Jordan play on the team, they can have some other ones too. Oh yeah, I guess they could, but they're not gonna. How come? Because that works. And then a really sexy female rabbit's gonna walk in.
Lola
What?
Bunny.
Yeah, we're gonna play sexy jazz music. She's gonna walk all sensually. What? Why are you doing this? And Bugs Bunny's gonna get all turned on because of how hot she looks. Do we really need a storyline where the cartoon rabbit gets horny? I sure would like that. You're a pretty weird guy. Yeah. All right, well, we'll put it in the movie if you promise to never come near my kids and family. It's a deal, sir. I already can't go near schools and playgrounds. That's actually comforting to know. Good. So anyway, then the Looney Tunes are gonna face a real challenge. Oh, they are? Yeah, Michael's gonna realize that if he's gonna play, he's gonna need his sneakers and his lucky shorts. Oh my god. Yeah, he doesn't have them. That's insane. I know, so then Bugs and Daffy are gonna have to go get them at his house. Why can't Michael go? Unclear. Oh. And then Michael's dog is gonna have the shorts in his mouth, so it's definitely gonna be an adventure. Out of all the objects in the mansion, the dog has Michael's lucky shorts in his mouth. Oh, Michael Jordan doesn't live in a mansion. He and his family live in a normal house. Honestly, that's probably the least realistic thing you've said today.
You
I
know
know,
what? I
right?
never
Anyway,
caught
then it's
that.
time for the big game. Oh, already? Yep. Feels like nothing has happened. It sure does. Wow. And now Michael's assistant is there too, and he wants to play, but he's too fat and slow. It's too bad they didn't recruit other basketball players. Shut up about that. Oh, okay. So as the player coach of the Toon Squad, Michael Jordan's like, you know, let's just go out there and have fun. Isn't slavery on the line? Feels like they should take it a little more serious than that. Yeah, he just thinks they should have some fun with it. Well, okay then. So then the game is gonna start and the Monstars are just gonna physically assault them hardcore. Oh no. Yeah, they're gonna get punched and kicked. Granny's gonna get crushed. Is there a referee? Sure there is. It's Marvin the Martian and he's not calling anything. Why is he the ref? Because he's an alien and a Looney Tune, I guess? That actually kind of makes sense. Anyway, so by halftime, the Toon Squad are losing bad. Probably because they were just out there trying to have fun. Maybe, and so Michael Jordan convinces the team to take some performance-enhancing drugs. Oh, he does? Well, no, it's actually just water with his name on the bottle. I guess people will buy anything if it has a famous person's name on it. That's the whole idea behind this movie, yeah.
Yep.
True. Anyway, then Michael's gonna talk to the big alien boss guy and make the bet a little more interesting. Oh, really? Yeah, he's gonna be like, if you guys win, you get to take me home as a slave. Why would he volunteer himself like that? Doesn't he have children at home? Yeah, I guess he doesn't really care about them so much. I guess not. And then one of the Monstars is gonna be about to jump on Lola Bunny, but Bugs is gonna push her out of the way. It's gonna be super dramatic. Wait, people have been getting their butts kicked the whole time. Why is this dramatic? He's gonna hit a girl. You can't do that. What about Granny? You said she got crushed. Well, she's not hot, so who cares? Right, okay. So then Lola's gonna be so grateful, she's gonna give me a big kiss on the lips. Don't you mean she gives Bugs Bunny a big kiss on the lips? Oh, yeah, I guess that works too. And so then what happens? Well, now the Toon Squad has a bunch of injured players and Stan gets to play. Oh, good for him. And he immediately gets crushed and turns into a giant fart balloon. Giant fart balloons are tight. Yeah, so then Bill Murray shows up in uniform ready to play. Wait, what? When did he get there or learn about this or start caring? He's gonna be like, I'm friends with the producer. You can get Ivan Reitman to help produce this, right? I mean, probably, but that joke explains nothing. It's like clever meta humor. Is it clever meta humor or just lazy writing? I don't know. Fair enough. And how does the movie end? Well, Michael is gonna find out that he can also use cartoon physics, so he does that and wins. Fantastic. And then the Monstars are gonna give the talent back and ask if they can stay with the Looney Tunes instead of going home to Moron Mountain. Okay. And then Michael has to make it to a baseball game, so he rides home in a spaceship. Wait, was the game taking place in space or in Looney Tune land? Looney Tunes land, in the center of the Earth. But he descends to the game in a spaceship? That's right. Wow, you didn't even try to have this make sense. Not even a little. Then we're gonna have a song that's like, I believe I can fly. Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I was thinking we could get someone nice and wholesome, you know, like R. Kelly. Isn't he kind of sketchy? I don't think so. I usually have a pretty good radar for these things. Okay. Yeah. Now let me ask you something. Were you on a lot of drugs when you put this thing together? Oh yeah, a ton, but I'm pretty confident there's no permanent damage. Wow. Wow. Well, it sounds like it could make a lot of money, so I'm on board. Amazing. And plus, after like 2 decades, people will start to get nostalgic about this and you can make another one. Well, I don't think people are ever gonna get nostalgic about a live-action cartoon hybrid movie based on a shoe commercial. Yeah, you're probably right.
Space Jam 2. Spoilers ahead.
So, you have a Space Jam sequel for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I figure we could get LeBron James in this one, and also really try to capture the spirit of the original. Oh, like in the sense that it was one of the most popular children's movies of its decade? No, in the sense that it was based on a commercial. Oh, gotcha. So what's it gonna be a commercial for? Ourselves. I like the sound of that. Yeah, I really want kids to finish this movie and turn to their parents and say, you know, Warner Bros. Entertainment Inc. really is my favorite multinational mass media and entertainment conglomerate. Seems realistic enough, yeah, so what's the plan? Oh, well, you know all the stuff we own? I'm familiar. We put it in the movie. We put it in the movie? We put it in the movie. Oh, very cool. What else are we gonna do? Oh, practically nothing else. Oh. Yeah, in pretty much every scene there's gonna be recognizable Warner Bros. Property, or someone's gonna say Warner Bros. Out loud. Amazing. Sounds like the cinematic equivalent of scrolling through our Wikipedia page. Exactly. So LeBron is trying really hard to get his kids to follow in his footsteps, right? But his son Dom likes making video games more than he likes playing basketball. Okay. And then one day LeBron and Dom are invited to Warner Bros. To meet with some studio executives. That's my job. Yeah, it is. Oh, I'm tight. Oh my God. Oh my God. Anyway, so the studio execs try to convince LeBron to leverage his fame and shove him into popular existing franchises as a kind of soulless revival cash grab kind of thing. That does sound like me. But he thinks it's a bad idea, so the algorithm behind the idea kidnaps him and his son. The algorithm? Yeah, see, the bad guy in this movie is this algorithm in the Warner Bros. Serververse called Algorithm, and I figure we could get Don Cheadle to play him. Oh, he's great. Yeah, I mean, he's never been in a Warner Bros. Movie, so it's not confusing casting. Ocean's 11. It's okay, though. Nothing really matters. That's a good point. So anyway, the algorithm's whole thing is that he wants fame and recognition, and since LeBron turned his movie idea down, he's pissed. So what does he do? He challenges him to a game of basketball. I guess that's a logical step to take. It might be. So he kidnaps LeBron's son, and then he sends LeBron flying into the serververse, and he's like, ah! I mean, hopefully we could get a better scream out of him than that. We'll get whatever he gives us on the first take. He's a busy man. That's fair. And then for the next big chunk of the movie, he's gonna be animated. Why? So he can do a huge chunk of the movie in a single day in a sound booth instead of a full month on set. That's fair. So LeBron gets to Looney Tunes World, but Bugs Bunny's the only one there. How come? Well, because see, Algorithm convinced all the other characters to go hang out on other planets. Why? Well, because this way we could go visit a bunch of our movies as they get recruited. But like, based on the story, why would he have done that? I just told you. Gotcha. So LeBron wants to get really strong characters to help the team, right? Like the Iron Giant and Superman and stuff. Smart. But Bugs Bunny just wants his friends back, so he starts flying to the planets they're on. So they visit our movies and our TV shows and things that we own? They do. They go to Harry Potter World. The Granny is in the Matrix. Elmer Fudd is in Austin Powers. Oh, that's exactly the kind of thing people go crazy for in the early 2000s. That is when I wrote these, and I haven't changed them a bit. So let's hope children today are really into that slow-mo Trinity scene from the Matrix, you know, in the late 90s. Fingers crossed. Oh, and also they end up face-to-face with the Justice League, but Daffy Duck did something silly, so when LeBron's like, do you guys play basketball? They just stare at him. But I mean, if LeBron really explains to them that his son's in danger, surely the Justice League would help. Oh, it's too late. We're already off to the next Warner Bros. Reference. Oh, okay, gotta keep moving, I guess. Yeah, you can't just stop the movie because the solution to the movie's main problem presents itself. True. So anyway, eventually it's time for the game, and Algorithm has Dom playing on his team along with a bunch of other players they created together. How'd they do that? Well, see, Dom has this borderline magical scanning technology on his phone that he'd use to scan players into his game that he's making. How does he have that technology? Unclear. So then LG brings virtually every single Warner Bros. Character into the audience of the game. I mean, Game of Thrones people are there, Pennywise the Clown. Okay, are these characters gonna be like in character? Kind of, but also really interested in watching the game and also kind of dancing but interacting with each other too. Oh, this raises a ton of questions. Yeah, I know. Please don't ask any of them. Oh, okay, I won't. Yeah, all you really need to know is that it's gonna look like a sea of cosplayers going to their first Comic-Con and not quite nailing the whole thing yet. Got it. And then Al's gonna use Dom's technology to also scan in a bunch of people from the real world. Oh, he is? Yeah. If he was just looking for recognition, wouldn't zapping a bunch of real people into a computer accomplish that? I mean, why even play basketball? basketball at this point. Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, then let's just skip the basketball in this Space Jam movie then. Well, no, there should be some basketball. Then I'm gonna need you to get all the way off my back about this guy's plan. Oh, okay, let me get off of that thing. So then he reveals that if LeBron loses this game, everybody's gonna get trapped in the serververse forever. Oh no, everybody must be terrified. They are terrified, and then Dom enters, so they all cheer for him. But if he wins, they all get stuck in the serververse forever. Yeah, they all cheer anyway for some reason. Oh, okay. So then the game starts, and the Goon Squad scores over 1,000 points, because you get points for style and stuff, whatever. How does the scoring system work? No idea. It's just gonna be all over the place. Oh, it's gonna be hard for the audience to feel any stakes if the scoring is arbitrary. Actually, yep. Okay. Then we're gonna take a little break so Porky Pig can rap battle no one. Sure, that may as well happen. It's gonna. And so LeBron's son doesn't feel bad at all that if he wins, he'll trap thousands of people and ruin their lives? Nope. Oh, interesting. And we're also gonna have the characters say things like, well, that happened, and Granny's gonna say, haters gonna hate. Grannies don't say that. I know. And then there's a guy who can slow down time, so he uses that power to do that Quicksilver thing from X-Men, except, you know, extremely derivative and not as good. If he can do that, why doesn't he just do that constantly? Oh, well, he's gonna try to do it again later, but he can't, because Granny's from the Matrix. All right, man. So then eventually Bugs Bunny's gonna sacrifice himself by doing this glitchy move that leads to him getting deleted, but it allows the good team to win. Very brave. Yeah, and so then everybody goes back to the real world. So are there any consequences for Warner Bros. For creating an algorithm that almost trapped thousands of people inside a server? Nope, that's what I like to hear. And then Bugs Bunny gets deleted and dies. Oh, very sad. It's gonna be hard to end on a happy note with Bugs Bunny dying. Actually, it's gonna be super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, back up on Earth, Bugs Bunny shows up next to LeBron, and he's fine. What? How? I don't care. Okay, how did he get to the real world? Unclear, but he brings all the Looney Tunes with him. Well, what's the explanation for how all that happened? Well, sir, the movie's over now, so don't worry about that. Oh, okay, I won't. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like a ton of fun, although I do think maybe we should keep Pepe Le Pew out of this movie. That character's now kind of, yeah, I guess that makes sense, but other than that, every WB character is fair game. I don't see why not.
Right? Right? Why did they take out Pepe Le Pew? Why? I didn't get the point of that. Whatever. I that part, and then made Lola Bunny's bust smaller. I kind of get that, but then when you get to the Wonder Woman scene, everyone like had breasts. So okay. Right? Like, you didn't have to over-sexualize Lola Bunny and still give her boobs. It's like, it didn't make a difference. But that's not neither here or there. I was kind of cheesed about the Pepe Le Pew because he is funny. His whole character is supposed to be because he smells bad, and that's why nobody wants to be around him. So it's kind of silly that they took out Pepe Le Pew out of all the people. My favorite part in the pitch meeting, because I didn't pay attention to it, he did a rap battle with nobody. Like, legit, the rap battle started, he did his song, Porky Pig did his song, and there was no retaliation. I was like, what? That is too funny. But I am going to post in the community post, who did this movie better? Did LeBron James outshine Michael Jordan in this Space Jam movie? Did you prefer to see Michael Jordan's Space Jam movie over LeBron James' Space Jam movie? Is part 1 better than part 2? Go vote in the community post when I put it up there. Let me know in the comments below. And as always, my name is Will. Do not forget, where there is a will, there's a way. Stay gold, my friends, and thank you for watching. This is my second time watching this. I was watching this live with my Patreon supporters. It's super funny, but I do not mind watching it again because I loved it.